I have a new song prepared for you tonight. I'd like to dedicate this to someone very important to me. Someone I share an indescribable bond with.
What are you doing here?
You've been ignoring my phone call and thought I might find you here.
You weren't supposed to hear that song.
It sure sounded like it was.
What do you want from me, Benjamin? You made your point clear.
I just wanted to talk.
About what?
I miss you.
You can't have me without accepting what comes with me.
And I've been thinking about that. And,
And?
Simone, I don't want to lose you or our baby.
Really? You don't want me to give it away?
No, but I don't want to drop out of school either. If we're going to make this work, we need to come to a compromise.
You know, I can't believe this. You're saying I have to earn all the money?
No, you don't have to drop out of school either.
You're not being realistic.
No, Simone, you're not being realistic. Dropping out of college is a bad idea no matter how you look at it.
You know how I feel about being in college.
Simone, I don't care. If we stay in school, we'll have higher income jobs. There'll be a lot more opportunities for us. We need to set a good example.
Why are you so traditional?
I'd call it logical.
No! You have this set way of, the way you think everything has to be, this stereotype that you have to follow. Why are you so typical?
Growing up, my parents weren't around much. I grew up in one of those big Victorian houses on top of a hill in San Francisco. I spent all my days and nights at home with the babysitter, sitting at one of our big windows, looking down and wondering if those families spent time together.
I had plenty of family time when I was growing up. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
The point is that my parents were either at a banquet or a convention or a meeting, and I was always alone as a kid.
And I was always smothered. I would have killed for some time to myself.
It sounds terrible, but things were almost better once my parents died. I moved down to live with my sister, and she took care of me day in and day out. We always ate dinner together, and she always wanted to know what was up with me. She's the kind of parent that I want to be. So yeah, I want to be typical. I want my family to know that they're loved and that they're safe. I want them to feel comfortable. I want them to live in a stable, routine environment. I just know what difference that can make in a child's life. I just want to set a good example.
But you see, I had that family growing up, and it's not as great as you'd think. My parents were overbearing. I never had room to breathe or be by myself. My dad was a sheriff. Can you imagine what that was like for me growing up? I was expected to be this perfect little princess, and it only made me more rebellious. We had a wall of guns in our house. Can you imagine how intimidating that was when I brought guys over? Can't we find something in the middle?
Yes, well, we don't have to suffocate them, but we need money.
Well, maybe my singing career will work out.
Maybe, but we can't rely on that.
What do you want to do with your degree anyway?
I don't know, teach or something? I just know that with the degree there'll be a lot more opportunities open for me.
Okay, fine, whatever. Get your degree, it's fine.
So this means you're gonna drop out too.
I don't know.
You're a really smart girl, Simone.
No, don't do that.
Do what?
Talk to me like you're my dad. I can't handle that.
I wasn't trying to.
Okay. I'll stay in school for now, but when I start to show, I'm really gonna have to think about it.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're staying in school for the time being. Can we just live in the present?
I don't want us to get in fights later.
I think that's gonna happen no matter what, but we'll get through.
Look, I know I can be irrational, and I know I can be really, really mean sometimes. It just comes and goes. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's not like I'm a saint or anything either.
You might as well be. You're like the ideal guy most girls would kill to be with you.
And you're one of those girls.
Well, I can't say I ever really imagined I'd end up where I am now. I always thought I'd be with one of those real out there types of guys, you know, a hippie anarchist who plays guitar.
That's definitely not me.
You're just so normal.
I'm not normal.
Well, your parents died and you've had a hard life, but you still managed to keep it together. You have so much control over your life.
I do.
I wish I could be more like that. I mean, think about it. You never rush into anything. You're always aware of the consequences of your actions. I mean, I wish I could do that more often.
Yeah, well, I got you pregnant. I should have been aware of those consequences.
Yeah, but I mean, these things just happen. And even then, you took it really calmly and you automatically knew how to handle it.
You know, I actually talked to my sister about this.
What did she say?
You think I'm rational? She thinks more so. I mean, she thought we should put the kid up for adoption and stay in school. She thought that was the only other way.
But you didn't listen to her?
I didn't know what to think. I've gotten to the point where I trust my sister's opinion more than anything, but this just didn't feel right.
Did you tell her we're going to keep the kid?
No, I was too afraid to, but if I stay in school, it'll help.
I think you should stay in school.
Really?
Yeah, I think you would be unhappy if you dropped out, and I want you to be happy.
Thank you.
But I also think that I deserve to be happy, and I won't be if I stay in school. So, with or without your kid, I want to move out of the dorms and get a job.
Where are you going to live?
With you?
I live in the dorms.
I know, but maybe you could move out too. We could get a studio apartment or something like that. I could work full-time, you could work part-time, and we should be able to afford the rent.
Yeah, but where would you want to work?
For now, I guess retail or something like that, but I can keep working towards music.
Where am I going to work?
You could work here.
At the coffee house.
Yeah. Oh my god, I would be singing at nights, we could be together.
You know, Simone, this plan sounds surprisingly rational.
Hey, I can be rational at times too.
Well, what are your parents going to say?
Oh, I really don't know yet. I'll have to talk to them later.
Yeah. I'll have to deal with my sister later, too.
Benjamin, we're adults now. We can't let our families have control over our lives.
I know that. I care about her so much. I don't want her to be upset at me or anything.
She won't be upset with you.
How do you think your parents are going to react?
Oh, God. To the baby, they'll freak out. To you and me living together, they'll royally freak out. They're pretty conservative folks.
Well, at least we'll have each other, no matter what. If we get in those silly arguments, we'll stick by each other, okay?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Well, I gotta get back to the dorms. I have a midterm tomorrow, but let's meet up tomorrow, yeah? And we'll look at some places.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm so excited about this, I'm really.